But yeah, 6066. That 0 just falls off when we drive off. Here's something that people don't really talk about that I think people should talk about a little bit more when it comes to building a team and working with other people. If you were going to start a company, if you were going to run anything, any type of leadership of any type of sort, you need to learn how to set the tone with people, but do it in a tactful way. So example is I like Jeff, you know, I also just met him. So we did some work and I gave him some tasks and things like that. And you know, he's a good guy, love him to death, but there were some times where he just didn't follow through on his things. Now there's two things that could have happened here. I could have either been really passive aggressive and not said anything, kind of just let it like boil up, or what I've learned is the best way to handle the team is just to keep it transparent. Everybody has to be on the same page. So we talked on the phone the other day and I kind of just brought it up and I was just like, hey man, you know, if we're going to be working together, we need to make sure that we hold each other accountable. You know, if we say that we're going to do something, it needs to get done, especially when it's a vital part of the little workflow that we're building here with this company. And there's two ways that could have been taken. One, most people, if they weren't developed, they would have been negative and defensive and it kind of just would have went sour. But this is how I knew Jeff was like going to be a good person to work with. He took that shit in stride. He was just like, yo, I deeply apologize, man. That's a weakness of mine. I'm going to be working on it. You never have to worry about that again. Let's go. That's how I knew that, okay, like he's gonna be a good team member in this. And that's what you have to look out for. And you as a leader, you have to set the tone. And when you talk to people, don't attack them. Be very tactful about how you talk to people, especially when it comes to like correcting or any type of coaching or anything like that. So now I'm gonna meet up with him. I think we found our niche inside of this real estate market. And I think we're gonna solve a pretty big problem in the community, and especially in the Hispanic community.
But basically, these rely off each other because you have sellers, but you don't have buyers. It's not going to work out. Vice versa.
Yeah.
So you got to have buyers generate buyer leads, and then I think we should do that organically. We got to come up with a brand, you know, helping Hispanics because there's a lot of camaraderie.
Yeah, like look at that part right there. See that? All that fuck up shit right there.
Oh yeah, dude, that's
the gutters are all falling to hell.
I just want to know what's on those windows. Looks like plastic wrap or something.
Like
trying to keep it insulated.
Somebody's probably got murdered in there. We're not going in there though. If you're a general contractor, drop your name in the comments. But yeah, 6066. That 0 just falls off when we drive off. So what's it like to be in real estate, guys? Well, guys, it's just live driving around in audiobooks. So my buddy Patrick, he's part of my team. And I love that my people, they love to market and they kind of just experiment with their own things. But okay, check this out. I love it. 7 degrees, negative 7 degrees outside.
Kind of figured out what the square footage, and then yours is 1792. Here's one thing: is if the deal makes enough sense, some lenders on these Facebook groups you're in, you know, again, they have to be legit. There's a lot of scammers out there.
Yeah.
But they'll take a look at it and they'll give you an 80% loan right off the bat.
So I made a big boo-boo on my first real estate deal. So long story short, did the formula for calculating the price of the house wrong. Lesson learned, rookie mistake. But here's the key. Here's my little secret on how I kind of solve everything. I solve everything by being fully transparent with what I'm currently dealing with as far as problems, and then the right people always seem to just come out the woodwork as far as helping me understand what's going on and then giving me advice on how to fix what I'm doing. So I immediately went live about it, and then I posted in some of the real estate groups that I'm in, and people just started coming out of nowhere offering help, solutions, like messaging me. Like, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. So my number one trick for you guys is that if you're going through a problem, too many people are scared to talk about what they're going through. And if nobody knows what you're going through, how are you gonna find help?
Yeah, so we're talking about Monday Night Roundup tonight and how we're really gonna start focusing on making our weekly team calls amazing. And we're going through a really beautiful time right now because I feel like things have shifted, like a shift of energy in the leadership of our team. Everybody's really in alignment, everybody's on the same page, everybody's doing something right now that's really inspiring to them, and it's leading to a lot of great things in our organization. So we're pumped.
Okay, so I just cold called for the last 2 hours. I talked to, I don't know how many phone calls I made, but I talked to 10 homeowners. That is my goal for the day. That's my daily goal. And I got nothing. I got nothing. So I'm a little mentally demoralized, not gonna lie, but I know that this is part of the process and that it's a numbers game. And because I've read that book, The Slight Edge, I'm perfectly okay. So gonna do the same thing tomorrow. Gonna try to slowly get smarter every single day with how I refine the processes of how we do this. Also too, I met some new contacts that I met at RIA meetings, and I'm actually gonna get lunch with them next week to kind of refine my process and what I'm doing. So day by day, we're just gonna get 1% better. That's all we can do. So Becca Wayne has ninja class tonight.
Which do you like better, Qdoba or Chipotle?
Did you run away from me?
This whole time, we have been trying to come up with a way to make merch or something like that. And we kind of just had an idea, and I think it's gonna be white hats, but instead of this, it'll say thinking cap. Now we're about to create it. So the first thing that we need is a font. Go to Oh Trusty Dusty. So normally there's no real step-by-step process when finding fonts and shit like that. It's kind of one of those things that you just learn what you like and what's needed for the project.
So we are heading to a real estate event. Say hey, Bear.
What up, guys?
And what we are doing is practicing the key to success, which is taking imperfect, unreasonable, massive action. We are going to this thing, and do we know what we are doing? No. Do we know that we will succeed? Yeah. Yes. And that's the key, guys. So imperfect, unreasonable, massive action towards your goals every day.
Bulb went off, or how did you learn about this?
Well, the bulb that went off was actually my wife. 5 months after we started the business. If that. So you guys.
Quick tips on network events. First things first, don't be nervous. Everybody's there to meet each other. Number 2, be yourself. Don't try to be something you're not. People will catch on to that quick and they'll just ignore you. Number 3, if you don't have business cards like we do, because we just ordered them today, they're amazing, Lacy made them, then all you do is gather business cards. So our job is there's 2 things here. We're gonna say we're wholesalers and we're looking for cash buyers. That's it. Grab a business card, keep it moving.
Who the hell's paying?
This is why it benefits to have a computer as a wife sometimes. So I've been trying to get a hold of these tax delinquent and code violation lists, but you can't find them anywhere. But then you get Lacy on it, and she puts her fingers inside of the internet, and she makes the shit happen. It's clowning.
Yeah, so I had to grab it manually and take it into TextEdit and make a CSV so I could import it into Google Drive, and it's from the end of 2017 until current, so.
Badass Bear.